Today's video topic is going to cover boundaries. As we are heading into the holiday season, tail end of November, Thanksgiving in the United States, and the Christmas festive season in December in the UK and across the globe, I thought a couple of my personal experiences in the past week have sort of reaffirmed how important it is to have healthy boundaries in order to protect your energy and for you to show up from a place of kindness, compassion, that you intentionally respond in your interactions with other people, but you get to be authentically you. You're not hiding and shielding and protecting yourselves, or sometimes shying away from expressing what you truly think, believe, and feel in the moment, and letting people think or assume something different. So, what I use from a protection kind of perspective is a couple of things. First of all, is I do an invisibility cloak that goes all over me. You can do a bell jar, or you can imagine something else that sort of like descends across your whole kind of energetic body in order to protect your energy. Therefore, any negativity, any criticism, judgment, or reaction from other people, life and circumstances and people, can actually bounce against that shield. So you've got almost that placebo effect, that you've got a protective layer out there. And likewise, if you are feeling triggered, if you're feeling low energy and low vibe, and you're not necessarily showing up as your full energized and kind and compassionate self, you can actually protect what you actually shield with the rest of the world. Because at the end of the day, it is an energetic exchange. If we are negative and other people are negative back, then we just create more negativity. And likewise, if we don't want to take on other people's thoughts, opinions, and reactions because we don't fully align with it, we can bounce it out. So rather than it being we're giving our positive energy to sort of like negate the negativity from the other person, we're able to protect our energy. Because at the end of the day, if our energy is at its full, and I've got my little water jug, if it's full, then I'm able to intentionally respond to a situation rather than me using up my energy, which then leaves me in a depletion. Because then it's easy, it's effortless. You do it with a smile on your face, and it's a genuine smile rather than you putting on a mask and pretending that everything's okay. And the interactions that you can actually have can be on your terms. You don't have to be around people the entire time. You can limit your exposure to them if they are not able to respond in a way that aligns with how you are feeling in the circumstances. So if you've said, this is a topic that I don't want to discuss, and if they constantly bring up that topic, then they are disrespecting your wishes. So therefore, you've got a choice. You either stay there and you let them railroad and push down your boundaries, or you start not, or then you maybe start reacting and you get pulled into a situation and an interaction that you weren't intending or wanted to, and then you're feeling even more depleted at the end of it. Or you can choose to remove yourself from it. You can sort of like restate, look, unless this topic is stopped, then I am going to go away, or you can go and do whatever you want to do, whatever feels aligned with you. So for me, in the past week, I've had a couple of interactions with people, and it transpired that they felt really angry and frustrated and annoyed by a decision and choice that I had made a few years ago that has got nothing to do with them. It actually impacts my life, but they felt very emotive and angry at the decision that I made, because they were trying to protect my best interest at heart. So I know that they were coming from a good place, but they were very emotive about it. But I didn't feel that way, because I've made peace with a decision that I've made. I have forgiven myself for choosing the decision and option that I've gone down. And people are reacting because of the backstory that they have. Because if they were in my shoes, they would have behaved in a different way. But the reality is, unless someone's actually walking in your shoes, walking your path, has your life experience, has all your like past beliefs and how you've shown up and how you've interacted, they don't know. They're seeing things from their perspective. And hindsight is fantastic. But what I've come to recognize that me showing up authentically as me is me expressing how I'm actually feeling truthfully. And I have done the inner work in the past 3 years to come to peace, forgive myself for making decisions which, on the face of it, may have been detrimental to me. But now I can acknowledge them for the lessons and the learning opportunity and the growth that I've experienced. And I am at peace with them. I am not triggered. However, seeing the reaction from these two people, which they had different motives and reasons and different perspectives in life, it also highlighted to me that the amount of work that I've done by creating that energy protection layer, me asserting myself in a way that is kind and compassionate, me coming to genuine peace and terms with the decisions that I've made, I am able to be in peace and relaxed and not react to the situation. And in doing so, instead, I thought that that would have helped the situation. The people would have, their reaction would have reduced in intensity, seeing how relaxed and calm I was. However, for them, they've not done the boundary work. They've not done a lot of the inner work, where they're understanding that it's past stories, past narratives, past beliefs that are making them react the way that they did. Because I'm not in danger and everything is working out fine, and them reacting the way that they did is actually demonstrating that they've got a long way to go before they would be at peace and feel calm in that kind of situation if it arose in their life. So, what I'm trying to say is that you've got a choice when you're interacting with family, friends, colleagues during the festive period. You get to choose where you let your energy to be depleted, where you decide to cloak and create a protective layer to protect your energy. And you doing your own inner work, you being at peace and being aligned with your values, you've forgiven yourself, you're being kind and compassionate towards yourself, then that will ripple out in your interactions with other people. I could have fallen out with these two people because they had such a strong reaction. Instead, I actually observed and I became very grateful and appreciative that I have done a lot of that inner work, that I can stay in the center of a storm and feel calm and feel aligned and not react to what is being said and how it's being said. And then I can steer the conversation in a different kind of way. I can provide another kind of perspective, some kind of questions for them to reflect on if they choose to do so. And you've got the power to do that as well. So, in this holiday season, in the interactions that you have, are you going to choose to protect your energy? Are you going to assert yourself from a place of kindness and compassion towards yourself and intentionally respond to other people? Or are you going to repeat the old patterns, the old behaviors, where it leaves you drained, exhausted, and really annoyed with yourself that you didn't stand up for yourself? I'm going to link at the end of this video the whole kind of challenge for the 90 days to really reclaim the authentic you, because those of you that resonate with this message, if you've sort of stuck in to this point, there is a lot of content on my channel where I am talking about us aligning with our core values, what we truly believe about ourselves and how we show up for ourselves. And then that ripples out in all our interactions. But we are coming from a place of kindness, compassion, and love towards ourselves, because that is our job. And we get to do that for ourselves. And then things can happen around us. And I'm not saying that we don't observe, we won't feel, we won't think a certain way, but we don't react. We get to intentionally respond. So hopefully in this video, there's been some kind of useful insights for you to apply in your day-to-day life. If you have resonated and you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Tanya. I am a coach and hypnotherapist who is wanting women over the age of 40 to really love themselves unconditionally, prioritize their needs, their desires, in order for them to live their most amazing life. So join the channel, get more inspiration and some more tools and tips in order for you to go out and seize the day, seize every day, and especially the festive holidays that are coming up. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye until the next one.